So now that the dust has settled a bit, let's talk about Linus Tech Tips getting hacked. To be fair, it's not really a them problem, it's an all of us problem. A problem that everyone's been ignoring for a long time. I mean, search YouTube for anything like Tesla or Elon Musk, and even now OpenAI, and you'll find no shortage of hacked accounts streaming videos of Elon Musk for whatever reason, linking to sites that are, well, either scams, viruses, or some combination of the two. So what exactly happened? Well, overnight, a little over a week ago, the Linus Tech Tips channel was hacked. It was changed to a Tesla branded channel. Then it started live streaming. The live stream was some pre-recorded podcast with Elon Musk, and it linked to some sketchy website that promised to double your money or whatnot. At the same time, 2 of his other channels were also hacked. Now, if you're not familiar with Linus Tech Tips, you should be able to tell from the name what his channel is. It's a tech channel, one of the biggest tech channels on YouTube. And well, they cover a lot of different topics in their videos. They are pretty big on security, so it's kind of embarrassing for him to get hacked. To be honest, it's not really his fault. An organization is only as strong as its weakest link, and Linus has a pretty big organization going over there. He runs his channels like they're a cable network, and among any big organization, there will always be people who are, let's just say, technologically challenged. Now, there's probably less of them at Linus Tech Tips than at any random non-tech aligned mid-sized business, but they're still there. Companies always need marketers, accountants, and other non-tech employees. People who are great at what they do, but couldn't tell you in a million years how to copy and paste. And according to Linus, one of his employees who wasn't tech focused opened a fake sponsorship offer. Within that offer was a virus. Though that person must have missed some red flags, according to Linus, it wasn't super obvious. He seems to think of that as more of a failure at training than an actual problem with the employee. So he said publicly that he's not publishing the employee involved, which is actually pretty great, to be honest. The thing is that phishing emails aren't always obvious, and in an age where AI can write an email for you in 20 seconds, the classic techniques for spotting them don't work anymore. Gone are the days of spelling mistakes and bad ruses, like the Nigerian prince scam. In are the days of sophisticated, targeted attacks. And let's be honest, we're all tired sometimes. When a single click can be the cause of so much damage, can we say that we would never have fallen for the same thing ourselves? The answer is no, and it's no for a lot of people. For the last few years, it seemed like there has constantly been at least a couple of mid to large size accounts being hijacked to promote some scam every day. And well, yes, it's an issue on the content creator side that they had downloaded the virus to begin with, but it's a problem on YouTube's side when their system is so arcane that even someone as tech literate as Linus struggles to get his account back under his control. Even while he still has access to it and is able to change the password, he still just has to send a help support request to YouTube and just wait till it's done on their side, which isn't an option every creator would have, since Linus has contacts at YouTube, whereas a smaller creator would have to resort to just complaining on Twitter until someone at Team YouTube sees their tweet and maybe does something about it. You see, it seems like for the most part, from how Linus described it, he was still able to log in and try to change passwords to no avail while the hack was active. This is because Linus and the others who have actual master passwords to his channels weren't hacked. Rather, someone he'd set up as a channel manager was, which in theory is a feature designed to stop you from having to give out your password to multiple people if you have a lot of people working on your channel. So they hacked whoever this was and used his login to get into the channels? Well, not exactly. According to Linus, they stole that guy's session token, which, depending on how the hack works, would probably let them keep getting in even if that person changed all their passwords. The only thing that could get rid of the stolen session would have to be YouTube terminating all active sessions, which, to be honest, is probably something that should be an option, but also if it was an option, the bad actor might have been able to abuse it to keep Linus and his team occupied for much longer than they did. Also, it should probably raise some flags at YouTube when any channel with more than 50 or 100k subscribers changes their name, let alone someone with millions. Even more flags should be raised when the person changing their name of the multi-million subscriber channel isn't even the actual channel itself, but someone who has manager permissions, which seems pretty obvious. Twitter, with the recent verification changes, just made it so that if you change your Twitter name, you lose your verified badge until it's manually approved. Would probably make sense for YouTube to have something similar, given how common this issue is, literally happening to multiple accounts a day. It should be fairly simple to make it a policy to lock an account out of live streaming or making major channel edits until some dude at YouTube approves the name change and makes sure that it's not a name change that's trying to impersonate, say, Tesla. You see, the problem I have is this could happen to anyone. In fact, it happens to a lot of people, and it's been pretty much the same for years now. But what if that happened to me? What if that happened to any smaller creator? We'd be screwed, just sitting on Twitter whining and hoping someone sees. YouTube needs to make some changes to make sure this kind of scam stops happening, because the prevalence of the scam means one thing: it works. They wouldn't keep doing it if they weren't making money, which means that innocent people are falling for this scam. It might be the equivalent of the classic RuneScape money doubling scheme we all learned to spot in elementary school, but it works. I don't know why it works, or why these scams always use Elon Musk. You'd think that at this point, people might be able to figure out that he's not streaming on a random YouTube channel that weirdly publishes videos that have nothing to do with either Musk or crypto, right up until they magically changed their name and started live streaming. But I guess not. I don't know if it's that he's a super recognizable face that's talked about crypto or what, but it is kind of weird to me that all the ones I was able to easily find have some ties to Elon. You'd think maybe they could use other people, finance YouTubers, Shark Tank people, I don't know, maybe even Joe Biden to run their scam, but they don't. It's always Elon. Since it is always Elon and they only have a few podcasts that they use of Elon for these kinds of hijack streams, it should be pretty easy for YouTube to just set up a flag on those videos, right? They already have the copyright match system. Should be easy to find these streams, then have someone manually review them to see if the channels were hacked. It's just scary that there are people this is happening to right now who don't know what to do. So why should Linus get special treatment? YouTube should make it so that there's an easy public way to ask for help if your channel is hacked. And no, using Twitter doesn't count. That's pretty much all I'm asking for, just to be sure. What do you guys think about this whole mess? Let me know in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe. Have a great day, and God bless you.